Hello, hello, hello. I don't see anybody here, Brandy, just you and me. You and me.
Is it just us all by our little lonesome selves?
It is right now, I think. Yeah. What's up?
Not much. I'm just eating my Reese's filled pretzels.
Oh, peanut butter filled pretzels. Yum.
Not just peanut butter filled, Reese's peanut butter filled.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's some people.
There we go. Gail and Sherry and Brenda and Judy are here. Woo, woo, woo. Yay. Hello, hello, hello. So we're just trying to beat the heat here still. We're still trying to stay cool here. Actually, we're supposed to have like some storms come through. I don't know when. I don't know when. We've heard thunder a couple times today, and the skies got dark a couple times today, but nothing.
Well, we've had storms, and now after our most recent storm, I have found some little sugar ants in my craft room. I'm like, what the heck?
Sugar.
Because the problem is that when it rains like that, sugar ants can get inside.
What the heck is a sugar ant?
So a sugar ant are these super tiny little ants. And they can come in cracks and stuff like that, especially after it rains. And of course, they can be attracted, they're attracted to sugar and stuff like that. These are not the kind that bite you or anything. They're just annoying. I haven't found very many. Like, there's not like a trail. I can't find a trail. I've only found about
we can get ants too. I've never heard them, and they're not little, and I've never heard of an ant called a sugar ant.
Yeah, go look at the little sugar ants. They're super tiny. And I'm like, so I had decided one day, instead of eating at my dining room table, that I was going to eat in my craft room. And I had eaten Taco Bell, and I thought I had thrown everything away. And so when these little sugar ants showed up, I'm like, what the heck? So I went looking. I didn't see them all over the wrapper, but I did find a wrapper on my floor. And I'm like, oh, sucker punch, because I have, tried not to have food in there, but forgotten wrapper. But I'm like, but like I said, there were no ants on it. So I'm like, and like I said, I've only seen like 6 or 7 of them. But it's only after this heavy rain. So,
well, we're still waiting. Hello, Sue. We're still waiting for the rain. It says now it should be here at 7 in a half an hour, and I'm like, okay, we'll see. We shall see if it shows up or not. I don't know.
We get rain every day. It don't do nothing but just make it hotter and more humid.
Oh, the humidity has been absolutely insane. Hello, Michelle.
Hello.
The humidity has been terrible. Like today, I was in here recording my whipping chat, and Dale came in, or it was before I was recording. I don't know, one of the two. He came in, and I was like, what have you been doing? Because he was soaking wet, like his shirt soaking wet. And I'm like, what have you been doing? He was just working outside on our mailbox. And I was like, wow, okay.
Oh, yeah. That humidity can get you.
Yep. Yeah. So we're looking forward to the rain, and then it's going to cool off a little bit and be a little more pleasant, a little more bearable. So,
see, that's where it's different there than here, because the rain does not make it cooler or more pleasant here.
Yes, but that's because, it's been, I can't even tell you how long since we've had rain. It's been days and days and days and days and days of heat. So you get the heat and then the rain and the heat and the rain, and we don't get that. We're just getting the heat, no rain. So this rain, when it comes through, should actually do some good. So
yeah, and see, our rain is a shower that might last 5 minutes and then it's gone.
Yeah, this is going to be like a storm type.
We had one storm that happened. That's why I think these sugar ants have come in. It It happened a couple of nights ago. I mean, it was heavy. I mean, it was heavy, a lot of downpour. But then, next day, boom, back to normal. I've already heard some rumblings. So I don't know if that's our daily little shower, deciding to peek a little head in.
When you get a shower, does it have thunder and everything every time?
No. Sometimes you can still hear some rumbling most of the time, but not often.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it this time because we need some. Anyhow.
Well, I hope for y'all's sakes that it cools it down some and
yes.
makes it a little bit more bearable.
Me too. All right, on to the book.
I know you are not happy about this past section.
And why?
Because they talked. This little detective is an actual little detective, and so they did discuss manner of death a little bit more than what my cozy mysteries generally do. So I was like, I read that, I went, oh, Mindy's gonna kick my butt.
What? I didn't notice anything terrible about the manner of death. Just that he was stabbed.
I know, but I thought that was gonna get you all upset, and I'm like, oh crap! They mentioned how he died.
No. I mean, they just talked about being stabbed. I don't care about that. It's when they describe how it was done, and that other book we read, it was like blow by blow. Like, oh no, I don't like that. Just hearing that somebody was shot or somebody was stabbed, I don't care. That doesn't matter. But
okay.
My problem with this part of the book is it's boring as hell.
I mean, I'm enjoying it, but then again, I love little mysteries. I found it interesting that
there's nothing going on. There's not. It's like
he convinced the police canine dog and Buster to work together to get him out of jail. Because granted, he did get himself in that predicament because he knew where the body went. So he just hopped on aboard, got all kinds of disgusting in the
dump.
And he almost made an enemy of that canine Kojak, I think so. Yeah, Kojak, because he found the dog, or he found the body first. But the thing is, he knew what he was looking for. The dog didn't. I think it was kind of cute that they basically that he alluded to the cat's sniffers are better than dogs' sniffers. I don't know about that, but I'm assuming cats do have good sniffers. I just don't know.
They do. Mm-hmm. How my cat keeps finding them mice out there all over the place.
But I love the information that he has dug up. Now he's just got to find a way to get them to see some of the information. But I feel like my prediction might be about maybe correct. I don't know because I'm still feeling like it's Roger.
I forget. What's your prediction again?
Because I feel like that it's either Roger is the outright feel like it's the person, but the other side of me is it I feel like it's one of the realtors. Roger is the most makes sense one because of how adamant he is that she sell.
So it's probably not him.
And so I'm like, so could it be, is it Nancy? Is Nancy the other realtor?
HOA lady?
Oh yeah, maybe it's the HOA lady. I mean,
I look like I'm going to vomit. What?
What?
I have no idea.
Oh, Mindy, don't go vomiting on us now.
I don't feel like vomiting at all. I don't feel bad at all. I don't know.
And of course, there is a little mouse in their house, so I guess but all he did was hear it. He didn't sniff that little mouse out.
Oh yeah, he heard the little scampering around.
I mean, I can understand where you can see it for. I think for me, it's cute how it's this cat, going around and finding these clues and, interacting, even though the people don't realize that he's sleuthing them because they can't understand him. So I mean, I think it's cute. It's not horrible. It's not really bored me now. Granted, totally incorrect police procedure, because when he collected evidence from her house, they didn't mention nothing about there was no cordoning off at the crime scene or no cordoning off. They didn't go in. They didn't mention taking overall pictures and mid-range and close up. He just went in, found something and put it in a bag. And well, at least they did mention that he rode with a Sharpie on it, so that's good that he at least collected that part right. But they were so off on how you're supposed to collect evidence. I'm like, oh, see, that's kind of suspicious to me too. The dude just goes in. He doesn't do any of the stuff you're supposed to do. He just goes in and fishes around and gets one thing. So that's a little suspicious.
I don't know.
Katie got some pins.
I just feel like, I don't know. I don't have any thoughts about it. It's just a thing. It's just a book we're reading.
Well, and I guess it's that, you don't read cozy mysteries. So as far as a cozy mystery, I knew with it being an animal that there was less likely to be some kind of a romance, at least the other. But then again, he could eventually lead his woman to somebody. Because the girls have already talked about people that they're going to try to set her up with.
I don't think there's anybody in the story at this point that would become a interest for her. But
now, I know they mentioned one of the police officers. Or at least the women did. Them a bunch of hens. They're all, I mean, at least they went and got her out of jail and stuff like that. So that's good. I'm really hoping one of them is not a, knife in the back kind of person, literally.
Right.
But you never can tell. You never can tell.
I mean, because there could be something completely unrelated to anything, any house sales, any realtor, anything like that. Maybe somebody is being duped. Maybe somebody was messing with somebody. I don't know. Maybe there's something completely off the wall that's just going to pop out of nowhere. And
maybe he knew a secret about somebody that he wasn't supposed to. Because Jimmy left him a message that says it didn't look like what he thought it was. So I'm like, ooh. What did Jimmy do that it didn't look like what it looked like? Or was it what it looked like? Was Jimmy messing around with a married woman? Oh.
And if that's true, and you read like most of the book and then something completely random that had nothing to do with anything we've read so far becomes the cause and whatnot, then that really makes me mad. So
I hope not, because usually, they give, you're supposed to have some sort of foreshadowing. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, there's this note. So we know that there's something that happened with Jimmy that was not what it looked like. Now, the question is, what is that? So I feel like that could play a part. I feel like that's going to play a part somewhere in this.
I guess we will find out.
I feel bad for poor little Buster. They gonna make him go off the island. I mean, I understand he bit Jimmy, but he wasn't trying to bite Jimmy. He was just going after the fish.
He wanted the fish. He was hungry.
He wanted the fish. And if these people can't realize that, they're gonna kick this poor dadgum dog who's lost his owner, who he loves, all because he wanted some fish.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. My little heart goes out to this little Buster. I could just see him loud, like just all sad and mournful. You know, like if you gave him a little banjo, he would be singing a jail blues.
Oh my God. Maybe Sheila will take him in, bring him in.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping they'll be like, nope, we got to get, but in order for that to happen, I think Miss HOA lady's got to be the killer and get caught.
Karen's like, I love this book. It's funny. As I'm sitting here going,
I think, like I said, I think it's cute. I think it's cute what he's doing. He is doing some actual detective work. I mean, you know, it's not, now granted, he's not leading his human to the detectives, but his human is not a detective.
Because he went to the dump and found the body. I mean, you know.
And he found all those papers on top of the body and read them and got some insights on it. He's following around after people listening in on conversations. And you know what? He's the perfect one to listen in on conversations. Granted, he can't communicate that to the humans.
Right.
But
so there's the weird part about the whole thing. He's not
that's
telling
the only problem
anything.
is that but see, if he makes friends, here's the thing. The cops are not going to pay attention to this cat. However, if the cat works really well with Kojak, if the cat works really, really well with Kojak, the thing is that as a canine dog, they are trained to get the attention of their trainers to come to things. So like maybe that's how he's gonna get the police to go towards the evidence, is because he's gonna get Kojak to, you know, and Kojak's gonna look like the hero. But I don't think our cat will care if Kojak gets, as long as his human is exonerated.
I suppose that's true. Maybe.
Hold on, what did Brenda say? Are any of your textbooks solves the mystery? Like, is this a scene? How would you approach? Wait. So, I mean, well, technically, like I said, they didn't go through like they were supposed to. I mean, there has been no cordoning off of a crime scene because they have two separate scenes, and you can't cordon off the dump. That's the problem. I mean, you can, but you can't. I mean, the evidence there is already contaminated.
It's been dumped.
Yeah, the problem is that you can collect it and there be some circumstantial evidence, but as far as physical evidence, and it being viable, that's going to be the hard part. But I feel like, I really truly feel that he has, so far, everything is circumstantial, because unfortunately the one physical evidence points directly at her. It's her knife.
And her
that has the victim's blood on it, her fingerprints. But I mean, you knew it was going to have her fingerprints on it.
Right, because it's her knife and she was using it.
Right. And since I feel like the killer intended to set her up, of course they're going to use gloves, because why else would you go in and steal someone's knife that, I mean, like, seriously, like they intended to set her up.
Get on it. Yeah.
Right. And leave it. See, that's the whole thing. If it wasn't intended to set her up, and this is where the cops need to think this too, don't you find it a little convenient that the knife was found where it was in HOA lady's yard?
Right.
I guess that's why I wondered what your textbooks. Well, the textbooks talk about how your proper procedures, you got to cordon everything off. You got to make sure that your chain of evidence says everything has to be photographed, what they call in situ. It has to be photographed as it is. Like, you can't touch a single piece of evidence until all photographs are taken overall, mid-range, close up, with and without scale. And the reason, and you have to make sketches, because if you move anything, let's say you were walking and you accidentally kicked a piece of evidence. Guess what piece of evidence cannot be entered into court? You know why? Because it it was not picked up where it was found.
I know it's raining. Yeah, we got rain. Woo-hoo. It's raining. It's raining.
Who would have had time to put gloves on? Well, if you think about it, Karen,
Somebody who set this up ahead of time and knew what they were doing, and
someone who, was kind of like, I feel like was already, they had already planned something, and she went to a party. It didn't say, I mean, why do we assume that her house was hard to get into? Why do we assume that the knife had to have been taken when her back was turned? For all we know, someone came in. How do we know that she locked her door? They didn't mention nothing about forced entry. They haven't even looked for forced entry. Because they're assuming that's where I hate when cops they have one suspect and they forget or they won't even look for anybody else. They zone in. They have what's called, what is that, tunnel vision?
yeah.
They're like, this is the suspect. It's her knife. It's her fingerprints.
And
Case closed.
We got enough evidence.
No, you don't.
Enough evidence.
Now I'm curious what this guy pulled out of her, was it trash can? And that's, like I said, that's really fishy that he went in with a key and he didn't really do like the cat was watching him. He didn't even do a thorough search. It's almost like he kind of knew where to go.
Yeah, Sheila would have had no motive to do anything. She just moved in there. She doesn't even know these people. Why would she want to kill somebody?
Yeah, she wouldn't even be mad about the freaking dog because of credit. Okay. So the guy says, well, that cat needs to go. That cat's loose. But that's not motive to go, oh, you don't like my cat, I'm going to kill you.
No.
There's literally, she has no reason.
No.
But there's quite a few people that might have reason to not want her there. And it's not, I don't think it's because of her. I think it's because of her property.
Right.
And that's why, I'm like, like I said, Roger kind of seems too obvious at this point. He's made it a little too obvious.
How bad?
But this HOA lady, that one could be a real possibility.
I don't know.
Like I said, this one cop has got me a little bit confused because I mean, I know it's a book. I know it's just a little mini mystery, but I just feel like I feel like he went too quick to the evidence that he found. And someone called in about that knife. It's got to be the killer to give the clue about it.
Maybe.
And isn't that why he went to her house? Someone else gave another type of clue. I don't know. That's why he's got me all.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, obviously these little guys are not following proper protocol. But it's, you can't expect them to. Heck, even in CSI, they don't follow proper protocol. So
I mean, it's this little sleepy little town,
that's never seen a murder until she got there.
Yeah. So, they
don't know what to do.
They're just like, oh, hey. They don't have a crime scene investigation team. They got the, sheriff. Sorry, Joe. It wasn't you.
It kind of makes me picture. I'm sorry. I can't help. It kind of makes me picture Barney Fife trying to investigate a murder.
Right. Exactly. It's like that. Just a small little town, and all of a sudden they got a murder, and nobody knows what to do. And it's like, oh Lord, we got to figure this out like really quick. And oh my gosh, there's a knife, and anyhow. And
they just blundering it up left and right. But it also makes me wonder, is small town politics gonna gonna come into play? Because obviously Miss HOA thinks that her stuff is not stanky.
Her stuff is not stinky.
Her stuff is not stanky. Cause she got a binder and oh Lord have mercy. I mean,
Right.
I worked for an HOA, but I'm telling you, they did not go knocking on people's doors, and they did not. If you can't have that, I mean, they told you what you couldn't have, yes, but it wasn't like your lawn ornament has to be 3 inches high, and it cannot be any higher. If it is, we will come out with a measuring tape, and you will get an infraction, and so many infractions, and you have to leave.
So the next book, which we're going to finish this one, clearly. We're finishing it. And then that next book, which is called, what's it called again? I forget. Dark Stranger.
I know you're not going to read it, but I will.
No, that's wrong. I am wrong. That is wrong. That is not.
It's not called Dark Stranger?
That is not the right book. No. I just downloaded a book that I don't really need on my. Well, I'll be poopied. Hang on. I did. I downloaded a book that's not the book we're going to read.
I thought it was called Dark Lover. Isn't it called Dark Lover?
I think so.
Not Dark Stranger. I think it's called Dark Lover.
Yes, it is. I downloaded the wrong book.
Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Yes, that's
Dark Lover.
That's what I did wrong.
You put in Stranger instead of Lover.
No,
Gotcha.
I put in black wood dagger. It's not. There's no wood in it. I keep wanting to put black wood because somebody said black wood, and I keep wanting.
Because that's what Lynn kept calling it, was black wood.
So I keep wanting to put black
Dagger Brotherhood.
Now I got Dark Stranger Trilogy Book 1. I can go delete it. I don't want it. It was free. The Children of the Gods series. I don't want that.
Oh, I might have to. What was the name of that again? Dark
Stranger.
What's the name of the series?
Hang on.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
The Children of the Gods series. You probably won't want to read that.
Oh, is it another one of the dark romances?
Yeah, I'm sure that it is.
Dang it, why do they have to have that and give you all intriguing things like Children of the Gods?
Well,
That sounds interesting.
Okay, hang on. Now, how do I find this book again? I thought this book was, this book isn't going to be free. This one's not going to be free.
Oh, Mindy got to pay for this one.
Dark Lover, Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Oh, this one's $8.99.
God, I'm going to get all kinds of nervous on this one.
Me too. Wow, the hardcover is selling on Amazon for $424. What in the world?
What? I mean, I know they have that Passion series on it now, but
paperback is $20.29.
who the heck needs a book for $500?
I don't. Not me. Only $424.
I don't give a crap. Mm-mm.
The Kindle version is $8.99.
I'll be getting my Kindle version.
Do I want to buy it, the book? Because I don't like reading it on my phone. I don't like that.
I know you don't like it. You like hardbound, or you like it in your hands. That's up to you. Mm-hmm. I'm downloading it on my Kindle
because that's how I could not get Alexa to read this cozy mystery book to us, even though it's on my Kindle. I couldn't get her to read it.
That's interesting.
I know. Let me put the paperback in my cart. Oh, that's interesting. That picture's different than the picture that I just looked at. What in the world?
They're just giving you all versions of the cover.
I know. I'm so confused. Oh, confused. Now I got 3 things in my cart. Great. Okay. I did have a couple things in my cart.
Today was the first day because I did 3 days in a row of working on assignments. So I decided today I mean, obviously, I have an assignment due on Monday, next Monday, and I have the 8 modules that I have to finish. Okay, by the end of July, I got it. But I just kind of, I wanted to not work on anything school related today. So I've diamond painted. I've worked on my miniature. I need to film. And I will later. I got to film.
Just not right now.
Just not right now. Right now, I'm just.
Yeah, Brenda, I had the wrong book once already. So now I'm going to go into my Kindle. I'm going to delete that other thing, whatever that thing is. Dark Stranger. Different author and everything. I.T. Lucas. I'm like, what?
Joe, I am working on a miniature. It's it's called Magic Library, and it's one of these book nooks. And I am literally, I've got 2 pages, 1, 2 and a half. That's the 3 pages.
This might be interesting to you, this other one. Sumerian mythology meets cyber technology in an epic battle of good versus evil and a scorching hot romance.
Oh, see, the scorching hot romance I got all excited until I heard that part.
They're all going to have these romances in them. Since the dawn of human civilization, 2 warring factions of near immortals, the descendants of the gods of old, have been secretly shaping its destiny. Leading the clandestine battle from his luxurious Los Angeles high-rise, Kian is surrounded by his clan, yet he's alone. As the descendants of a single goddess, clan members are forbidden to each other, and with no surviving immortals other than their hated enemies, Kian and his kin are resigned to a lonely existence of fleeting trysts with human partners. Oh, fleeting trysts. There you go. That is until his sister makes a game-changing discovery. A mortal seeress. She's a seer? A seeress, who she believes is a dormant carrier of their genes. He's skeptical. But when his enemies learn of Dormant's existence, he's forced to rush her to the safety of his keep. I don't know. All paranormal and godly, and I don't know.
I may take a look at it. Brenda, we're reading Dark Lover, the Black Dagger Brotherhood series.
Yeah, it's very, very, very a tricky name, because Lynn said it wrong once, and I've had it in my head wrong ever since. So,
Black Dagger Brotherhood, Dark Lover.
Yes.
So we're gonna be doing some dark loving.
Well, goodbye, Dark Stranger. You got to go.
But yeah, my little miniature. It's Mindy. I have got 3 pages of small things to make, and then after that, I get to put it all together.
All right.
I'm excited. I decided I just had to get out and do me some miniature, and so I made me a chair and some book stacks and a box of newspapers and something else. Oh, a lamp. I made a little kerosene lamp.
How do I make this thing go away? I can't make it go away, Brandy.
You say delete from library.
I can't. It's not. It won't give me a delete. The guy's hot. Okay, the guy's hot.
Hold on. Let me see the picture. Oh, hi. How you doing?
See, he's a little hottie, but I can't make the book go away.
Gotta have an option to delete.
You would think. I'm in my library.
And you've hit the little 3 buttons.
I click on the book. No. I went library. From your library.
When you pull up the book, up at the top, there should be where you've got your little 3 buttons and, about this book, delete from library.
When I pull up the book, there ain't no, it's just the book.
I'd have to get off it because
You just start reading the book that way. You gotta go from the library. Here's the library, right? You gotta go from the library.
Well, what if you hold it down
I
instead of
did.
clicking it?
I did. I held it. And then all I get, oh, hang on, up here maybe. Hang on. There we go. I got it. I got it.
Remove from library.
Did you go away? It didn't go away.
Is the author J.R. Ward?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Dark Lover,
I'm
Black
returning
Dagger
it.
Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. Thank you, Sherry.
It was a Prime book. Vampires? No, I don't think anything. I don't know who's vampires. Oh, this Black Dagger is.
Black Dagger
They're
is about vampires. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're vampires.
So
I hear.
So here's the question. Are we finishing up this book this time?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
there's only about 60 some pages. Oh, here's Caden's pen. Do you want to see Caden's pen?
Oh, let me see the pens. Oh, pretty. Look at
Hey,
that.
I want to ask you people here to do me a favor, will you? Because I tried to enable a new feature on my channel, and I want to know if it works. If you go to like my home page, right? My home page.
Uh-huh.
My home page. One moment. Like here's my home page, right? This is what my home page looks like.
Uh-huh.
Let it focus for us here. Okay, there's my home page, right?
Uh-huh.
Down here it says visit community. Will somebody please go into visit community and see if you can post stuff there, like pictures and stuff? Because I think, did you hear that?
What? Was that thunder?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Mindy fixing get something. Mindy fixing get something.
So I've seen some people like when they're what do you call that? Their feed, their main page comes up where they post things. Other people can post to their feed like that, and they can post pictures. So say we're talking about something we're crocheting or whatnot, and somebody wants to show me an easy way to show me something they're working on. They can post a picture there, I think, and then I have it, and then I can see what they're talking about. Right?
If I wasn't on my phone, I could do that, but I'm on my phone.
Right. So I haven't talked about it yet because I don't know if it works and I don't know how it works, but I just went and enabled it because I'm able to. And I want to see if you guys can actually post stuff to it. Like, I know that the dog Caruso has it enabled. So I'll be scrolling through my YouTube feed, looking for videos and stuff. And all of a sudden I'll see like a little dog picture. And it's like somebody has posted to Caruso's YouTube feed, community page or whatnot. They posted their dog or whatnot. So
I don't know that I'd want to open mine up to, just anybody posting on my channel.
Well, it's just in your feed, you know what I mean? Like, and I can always control it and I can get rid of anything I don't like. So yes, the series is by J.R. Ward. Yes, it is.
Everybody's looking up the Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Black Dagger
Brotherhood.
Yes, that's it. All right then.
So we're gonna finish it, and we'll see. Because I don't know. I was leaning toward Roger, but now I'm kind of leaning toward Miss HOA lady.
Yeah, I don't think it's Roger. It's too obvious.
That's too obvious. That's like it's kind of like he's just made it too obvious for it to be.
Gail said she posted her kitty. Let's see. I want to see if it works. I don't know how I see it now. How do I see it? Oh, there it goes.
how'd you see it? What did you end up doing?
Oh, what a cute kitty Gail's got. Look at the kitty. See?
So now how are you able to pull it up? What do you do?
I'm in my, I went to visit community, my same little tab there, visit community. And then there's tabs for visiting the community. Top, newest, my posts. So my posts, top, newest. And that's where I found Gail's picture.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
The things that I post are in there. And it's just, where you post, you know how to post stuff, it goes in there.
Yeah, okay.
So Karen can see Gail's kitty. Nice. Well, I like it. So yeah, okay. I might, announce that there's community and we can communicate that. It's kind of an easy way to be able to I can't respond to people I can through YouTube comments, of course. You can respond to people's comments, but you can't ever share pictures with people or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like if they ask me for something in a comment, I can't just share a picture to them, or they can't share a picture to me or anything like that. So you can this way through the community thing. It's all in the community tab.
Okay.
It's an extra level of being able to communicate with people. That makes sense?
Uh-huh.
All right. What are you looking up for?
My neighbor.
Is the ceiling falling down? What's going on?
No, they're just, I don't know what they're doing up there. I think they play tag.
Fun part of living in an apartment when there's people above you.
Mm-hmm.
Or below.
My last neighbors weren't loud. These guys, I swear to God, you think they're playing soccer up there.
Why? This is new people? New people moved in up there? Oh.
Yeah. Two guys who, I guess, for whatever reason, just they playing soccer. Or I don't know what the heck they doing up there. Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, I'm going to go. We're going to figure out something for dinner, I suppose. That's next on the agenda. And watch it rain. Watch it rain.
Watch it rain. Go outside. Smell the rain.
No, I'm not going outside in it. No, thank you. I'm not going out there. No. Joe's like, we don't want to know. We don't want to know.
See, probably don't want to know what they're doing up there. But I like when it rains here. Now, granted, that's one thing I like about having a screen porch is that I can, or stoop or whatever you want to call it, I can go sit out on my chair and listen to the rain, watch the rain, smell the rain.
I could go sit out on the deck. It's all covered and everything. I just choose not to. I don't want to.
When it gets too bad, I don't want to be out there. But when it's just, just as long as it's not super windy.
Dale likes to go out there and sit there in thunderstorms and watch the thunder and lightning. I don't like thunderstorms, so I don't do that.
Bye, everybody. Everybody's leaving.
I know. I'm going to.
All right.
All right. We will talk to you all later. Bye.